Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Girl Gone Crypto. I am very excited. I've been wanting to have Ellipal here on my channel for a long time, and we're finally here, hanging out and chatting. So today I've got Thasit, the marketing manager for Ellipal. So Thasit, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi Leah, thank you for having me today. Pleased to be interviewing in your channel today.
Well, thank you for joining me. And for those of people that are watching this in the future, this is being filmed during coronavirus time. If you can't tell with the
Yes.
face mask, so I thought that it could be kind of fun just to start out. I think a lot of people don't really know exactly what cold storage is. So maybe just to kick off, tell us what cold storage is about, and then after that, we'll dig into Ellipal itself.
Okay, so as everybody know, there's many way to store a coin on an exchange, on a wallet, on a cold storage. So most of you should probably just start from storing coins on the exchange because you buy your coins on the exchange and just do your trading there. But once you get more and more into crypto, you normally move to a wallet. How a wallet works is you start off from having a private key, and a private key create your addresses, something like that, and then it stores inside the private key and store inside where the wallet was created. So to there's many different kind of wallets. Some people use it on the phone, on the PC, but most of the time those devices are online, and because they're online, many hackers are able to hack your phone, hack your PC, and steal your private key from the device that your wallet is on. So the point of a cold wallet is making a device that is completely offline to store your private key in. So hackers have no way to steal your private key. Basically, a safer, more secure, and a foolproof wallet, something like that.
Awesome. So, walk us through a little bit of how Ellipal works and what it is. So, there's a lot of things that you can see on the website that mention like that it's air gapped hardware, anti tampering, all of these things. So, maybe just walk us through the technology of how it works.
So what we want to make the Ellipal unique is compared to other hardware wallets is uh, make a device that is 100% air gap, meaning there's no way to connect it to anything else or anything that can connect to it. Even if you break it, even if you modify it, there's no way to get inside the Ellipal. And also something that easier to use and more accessible for people in many age. That's why we created the Ellipal to don't have any connection components inside the Ellipal. So even if even if you break it open, you try to connect it to your computer or something, there's no component to you connected to the Ellipal that will create that connection to your computer. So basically, you try to hack it, but you cannot hack it because we didn't put any component in there that allows you to. And compared to other hardware wallets that still uses some kind of connection, such as a USB connection or a Bluetooth connection, we still feel that that kind of connection is still a risk in some part that a hacker can take advantage of. So because we don't want that kind of connection in our hardware wallet, we use a QR code instead. So as a QR code, you don't need any connection to transfer the information within the QR code. You just need another camera to scan the QR code. So it's just a visual information that is sent physically through light. So by having that, we were able to design the wallet to be completely air gap, like I said before, without any connection component. So that's a very very unique point about the Ellipal that makes it so secure. So you can basically say that even if the our app is hacked, even if the Ellipal is modified in some way, you can be sure that it's never gonna connect to the internet, and your private key will never be lost through any network connection. We also want to make it easier to use for many people. That's why we choose to have a large touch screen, a little bit bigger size than other people, and make it look like a smartphone, because everybody now know how to use a smartphone. So if you have an Ellipal on your hand, you will definitely figure out how to use it by yourself. And another interesting point I need to talk about the Ellipal is we designed it to be really, really strong, physically strong. So it's completely made out of metal, and the seal around the glass here is a really strong seal, an IP65 seal, which means it's water droplet proof and also dust proof.
Wow.
So what we try to aim here is if your wallet gets stolen, someone try to break it open, they will need to use a considerable amount of effort to break it open. And also, if they did open it, they cannot put it back the same way it was. So there will be a lot of damage done. And then if you see it, you will know that someone has already tampered with your wallet. So you will know that this wallet you shouldn't use anymore. So it's a way to protect against many kinds of physical attacks. And we also have an anti-tamper feature. So basically, if someone try to force inside, the system can detect there's someone trying to tamper it, and will delete the information inside. Yeah, so basically, if someone try to open, the data will delete itself, so your data is safe. If they try to change something and put it back, you will know that, somebody already broke into my wallet, and I will just change a new one. So what we have here is a really easy to use device, which has an all-round protection between network protection and a physical protection.
I love that you mentioned that it's easy to use. So I have an Ellipal wallet and was actually really impressed with just the usability, because I think that hardware wallets are something that take a little bit of getting used to, and then cold storage I think is something that maybe people feel a little more intimidated by. It seems like it's going to be harder or scarier or more difficult to use, and so I think that you guys have done a really great job of making that more approachable and easier, and especially with like the QR code scanning, and that makes it really easy. So maybe tell us a little bit about how you guys focus on education and making this easy for people, and what kind of resources you have available for people to use that want to learn more too.
When people think about, I need to use a hardware wallet, they need to think like they need to set it up. And the setting up is a lot of work, right? You need to download the program. You need to get the hardware wallet, plug it in, set it up, do stuff on the computer, which people may feel like this is a lot of work. So what we did basically is, just a really easy setup process. You just download an app on your phone, and then you create an account on the Ellipal, which is really easy. It's all touch screen, so you just follow the steps there, and then just type like on your phone basically, and then scan the QR code with the app, and then it will connect, and then that's the setup process, which is very easy. And so you ask and then we want to educate people to basically understand that there is, don't want to scare people that there's a lot of risk out there, but there is a risk out there, and then there have been people that really got their crypto stolen through, even on the phone an app wallet. If you care about your crypto, we just say that it's better to use a hardware wallet and then don't regret it later. And then for something like $100 compared to your big savings, having a hardware wallet can take away a lot of stress from you and then maybe help you sleep better at night, which I feel is really worth the price of investing on something like that.
I think that's a great point, because one of the main questions that I got on Twitter kind of in anticipation of this interview was people like, well, do I really need cold storage, or is just a regular hardware wallet okay? And so I think that you make a great point that it kind of depends on your level of investment.
I'll be honest here, it really depends on the people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to to which point you feel that, oh, now I need a hardware wallet. And I think it's pretty automatic for many people, yeah. That you have crypto up to a point, and then you will feel like, okay, I think I need a hardware wallet.
Right.
I think if you reach that point, you will feel it yourself. So don't worry, and then don't think too much about it.
So the Titan is your latest, release. And so how does the Titan differ from the original Ellipal? What were some of the differences between those?
So the main difference of the Ellipal Titan to the previous one is we completely remove every connection component, and also the physical hardware parts that we make it a lot stronger than before. So before it's just plastic, just plastic cover, plastic frame, and then a lot of people say that plastic make it feel not as like weak and easy to break. So we took that advice in, and then we make it a single piece of metal now, which is a lot stronger, and then we don't need to worry about physical attack anymore.
And so you guys support, is it 24 different currencies on Ellipal right now? Is that right?
No, and right now we support, I think it's 32 or 31 blockchains.
Oh, wow, nice.
So this blockchain also includes all the tokens. So the ERC20, the BNB, TRX tokens, and the EOS tokens. And then I think this week or next week we will add a VeChain, VET.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
So it's VET is also a coin that many people has been asking about. So we worked on it, and then we adding it soon.
What are you guys working on right now? Like, what's kind of on the roadmap for Ellipal?
So right now I think we're working with another quite famous blockchain team, and we try to add some financial products to the Ellipal, like a staking or earning interest functions, and also buying crypto right on the Ellipal using your credit card or whatever. We think it's something that is needed, so we're trying to make an all-round solution here with the Ellipal wallet.
Wow, that's amazing. If someone can buy crypto and have it directly go into cold storage without even going through that would be pretty amazing to have that as an option for people. So it's been so fun chatting with you and learning more about Ellipal. Is there anything else we haven't talked about that you would want people to know or to chat about before we go today?
Maybe right now Ellipal is celebrating its 2 years anniversary.
Right.
We have a lot of activities going on our Twitter page. Hope you guys can come take a look what's going on, probably join our events, and also having a sale going on right now. So if you want to get an Ellipal Titan right now is a really good time. We also sending out masks with our shipment.
That's actually really awesome.
Yeah, that's because we've been talking with a lot of people, and some of our distributors that say, oh, they're running out of masks or they can't find any masks. So we have some resources, and we're trying to help the way we can.
I love that. And I'm glad you mentioned Twitter, because you guys have an awesome Twitter account. You put out lots of great content. Like you said, right now you've got all of the 2-year anniversary stuff going on. So those that are watching, definitely go check out their Twitter. It's a fun place to hang out. And so thank you again so much for coming on and just telling us a little bit more about cold storage in general, and then specifically about Ellipal and what you guys are up to. So thank you again so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy to be here today.